Hey, what's up? Welcome back to another video, and today we're going to be looking at another Justice League figure. We're not done yet, we got two more after this. Actually, three more. Well, just keeps going on and on. But I'm actually really excited because I am liking this line so far. And right now we're going to be taking a look at kind of an iffy one that's like, if you really count it. I don't think you really do, but it's whatever. It's like, what the fuck, whatever. But today, we're going to be looking at the Wonder Woman figure from the newest Wonder Woman. What is it? The 84? Wonder Woman 84. Which was not a good movie, but, I mean, here we are. So, I kind of see why the Justice League figures would not make a Wonder Woman figure. Since we already, have one right here, there's really no point to make another one if it's pretty much the same design. But other than that, that's fine. So let's get straight into the box. So pretty much the box is same as everybody else's. You got the card and the stand. Inside the box you have Wonder Woman 84 right there. You do have a nice picture of Wonder Woman right there. You also get alternative looks of her. I don't remember what this costume was, and honestly I don't care to remember. From the same movie. You have two animated series, Superman and Batman, and then you have the Arkham Asylum Joker and Batman. So, completely different from the other ones, but again, this is from the 84 movie, not the Justice League movie. But with the packaging out of the way, let's bring in Wonder Woman. So, the painting on the figure is not too bad with the rest of the figure. The armor is probably the best part of the figure. I really do like the armor. The armor looks absolutely amazing. This is probably the best part of the figure. Having it side by side with the actual image does look super nice, and I absolutely really do like the armor. I'm gonna say that like 100 times probably, but the armor is super cool. It is probably the best part about this figure, of how bright and colorful it is. And also, the detailing goes right down to the boots as well. Does look super, super nice. What doesn't look super nice? Now, I really don't like this face, but honestly, it's not too bad. But it does look a little warped. And it looks a little off. If you look at it from this side, just pretty much like a side view, about like to there, it honestly does look like her. I think there is a little too much makeup, and the fact that the skin tone doesn't really match kind of everywhere else is kind of bad, but nothing like a little repaint won't do. What's another thing that kind of bothers me is that the face does look like her, but it does look really off on this side, because the nose looks a little more far to the right. It's her left, our right, but it's whatever. It's not the best looking, but there are some parts where it does look like her, but other than that, it really doesn't. And the hair is not. I mean, the sculpting's pretty nice on it, but the hair is not really painted that great. But I mean, whatever. But yeah, it's not too bad of a face. It definitely needs a recolor, and you can't really see it on camera that there's like a bunch of makeup on her. But I mean, there is. She does have a very nice little crown piece though, which does look super nice. I think this whole figure would benefit from a bit of like highlights in it, or just a little bit like of black shoe polish to kind of just, darken up those lines, because it does look super nice, but the lines do look it does look a little plain, but I really do like it. Pretty much everywhere else does look the same. The backside is very nice as well. I do really, really like all the armor bits and pieces. Really do like that. Her hands actually look pretty cool as well, with more armor on them. On this arm, she does have a kind of forearm bracelet, and she does have some very nice detailing, along with some some wrapping around her hands. So that does look pretty nice as well. And the fingers are oddly different colored than her actual skin as well, because that looks a little more tanner, which how it should be, than that one, but kind of odd. But the bracelets do look very nice as well, but it's not too bad. Not really the greatest, but it's not too bad. She also does have a little hook right there, which works with her accessories, and works with this one. This one is like her rope all roped up, and you pretty much just hook that just place it right on the hook, and she has her rope on her waist now, which does look super nice. I really do like that, which is what that little hook is. It does look very off, but what can you do? Another thing that does look off are her legs. She got very straight legs for some reason. Like, when you, like, I don't know whose legs look like that, but that looks off. Like, really off. I wish they did something like maybe with Harley Quinn, where it's just more natural looking. And I know she is, like, a bit more, like, I don't know, buffer, I guess. But I think they should have just did something better, because these legs are not really the greatest. But that's pretty much really the flaws of this figure. It's pretty much the face and the legs. Other than that, the rest of the figure is not too bad. And since we talked about the other accessory, she does have another one, which is this one right here, which is pretty much just a rope that is stuck in this position, and I honestly don't even know how to pose it with the rope, so it's whatever. I do wish she came with like her shield and her sword, but I mean, you can use Peacekeeper's sword, which is pretty much the closest thing you'll probably get to it. No, you'll probably get, there's probably others, like from other Wonder Woman sets, but if you don't have it and you have a Peacekeeper, this sword would probably work great with it. And to work with that, you need Posability. So, let's get right on to it. So far I'm pretty sure Posability's the same. You got the left, right, head popping off. It's such a weird joint, to be honest, but you got left, right. It pops off really easy when you do that, but her hair is definitely in the way, which is why it pops off so easily. She can look down that far, but it does look weird with the hair, and she can't really look up that far unless you just really... There you go. That just looks weird. But her head posability is not really the best. She does have some arm movement with some rotation at this part and some at the forearm as well. She does have a double bend at the elbow. And she does have some movability here and some up and down at the arm. She has some waist posability right here and also one down here. So that's kind of two. So one right here, one right here. She does have a pretty decent spread, even with those weird straight legs. She also does have a double bend at the knee, and she has some up and down at the foot, if I can get it to work. Some up and down at the foot, and a toe pivot, and some movability right there. So posability is not too bad. It could have been better in other places. Now, I know this isn't a great pose, but I don't know how to fucking work this thing. I don't know how to make it look natural, and honestly, I'm too tired to really figure it out. But she does not come with this stand, but this stand would have been awesome for her, because she does, you know, kind of jump around as well. But yeah, that's my attempt. It's definitely not the greatest. But I kind of do how like this one came out. She does have the sword in hand, which would have looked awesome, and it would have been cool if she came with a shield to make it look a little complete. But other than that, it's pretty much it. And again, this is Superman's stand, not Wonder Woman's, but it is pretty cool. Why is someone calling me? So the figure isn't too bad, but it's also not great as well. She does stand out with the rest of the Justice League, being more colorful than all of them, than the rest of them. But honestly, it does complete the look with all the Justice League here. kind of a recommended to get, but you definitely need to modify the figure a whole lot. Uh, I think with mine, instead of having the like kind of bright look to her, I'll probably like make it more of like the Zack Snyder look. But other than that, I think that's gonna be it for the video. But they all look super nice together, and we do have a couple more to review. So stay tuned for that. And yeah, he's probably. I'm not gonna keep her with the sword. I'm gonna give that back to Peacekeeper and give her a stupid little whip. But I think that's gonna be it for the video. Hopefully you guys did enjoy, and I'll see you guys in the next one.